All right, so let's get to our final cheese, and that is the Midnight Moon.
Okay, so I talked a little bit about this before. This is Midnight Moon. It is our goat's milk Gouda, and it is, again, made for us in Holland with a recipe that Mary helped develop. And it is, this one's aged six months or more. So depending on the age of it, when you get it, it's 6 months to a year, I would say. And you get more of those crunchy crystals in it the older that it is. And this cheese is just like butterscotch heaven, right? You get a really nice nuttiness, a really nice caramel, brown sugar caramel kind of flavor to it. And for people that don't like goat cheese, this is often their gateway goat cheese, right? Because it doesn't taste anything like a fresh goat cheese. It has no hint of barnyard to it. It has no hint of, and barnyard, isn't a bad term necessarily, but this does not taste anything like there's a goat in the same room with you. It tastes really lovely, caramely, nutty, and rich, and it's my favorite, but don't tell anybody.
Okay.
I love this cheese.
It melts in your mouth cream with that caramel, that sweetness, but the crunchiness in here is exceptional. When you think about how, a lot of Goudas will be, rock hard, and they'll be crunchy, rock hard crunchy, and that this is super soft and crunchy. This is fabulous.
This is really, I'm just going to say, this is a really good cheese. Let me just keep saying that. No, it's exceptional. And it's the cheese that a lot of people find, like the first goat cheese I tried that I was like, oh my gosh, goat cheese was definitely Midnight Moon.
Okay, so I was wrong earlier whenever I was speaking about the outer layer. It is this cheese. So we paired this with our barrel-aged Narwhal, which is, I like to say, our kind of our heavy hitter. It's very much a beer that is like near and dear to all of our hearts. We actually literally built a barrel room about 2 miles from our brewery just so we can house bourbon barrels to age this beer in. It clocks in at 11.9%. So the base beer is an imperial stout that goes into the bourbon barrels, spends roughly about 12 months in those bourbon barrels, gains a good amount of alcohol from those. Also a lot of flavor. You're going to get a lot of that kind of bourbon notes, classic oak, vanilla, boozy characters a little bit, I would say. But the base beer is kind of where all the magic happens. That's a lot of roasted malts that impart just all types of
roasted mocha, chocolate, coffee, these sorts of really heavy, darker flavors, roasted flavors, and stuff.
tobacco. Tobacco.
And this is not as bitter as the Torpedo. This has got a slightly lower IBU value than the Torpedo, but it's got this big, bold character. Narwhal itself, the regular Narwhal, if you could call it that, is a great beer, but when it's barrel aged, I remember doing a beer dinner some while ago, and I was pairing this with a chocolate dessert, and I was talking, and somebody said, just be quiet. Let's just enjoy this delight. And this cheese as well goes spectacularly with it. There's one thing, there's a really good illustrative point here. I've been working on the head on beer, the foam on beer for 42 years. And I keep telling people about the fact that you can kill the foam very quickly with lipid and fat. And I've killed all the foam on my beer because I've been drinking the beer and the cheese. So the one negative thing is the lipids.
See, I got a fresh glass. You get a little bit of foam on that.
The lipid and the fats, because this beer, although the alcohol, the higher the alcohol, does tend to hold the foam down a bit. But it should have a better foam than this, and it's because I've been using this same glass and eating the cheese and that. but it's a price worth. It's a price worth paying for this delight, really.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
All the flavors. This is the beer is magnificent. It is malty to the nines. It has the barrel aging. You can taste that beautiful richness that's in there, and there's underlining flavors that just keep going. It's so full of flavor. Some nice sweetness in here, and then adding in the cheese. The cheese actually, because there's a low level amount, there is a level of bitterness to that. So the cheese balances out that bitterness and adds just enough to kind of even it out to, it doesn't seem like it's you know, a high volume or a high gravity beer. It really seems more sweeter and drinkable. You know, I think that it would be they're very dangerous together, because when you taste this, you know that you're tasting a formidable beer. When you put this with it, it's not a formidable beer. It's really easy to drink, and you know, you finish off the pint, you know, or 22 ouncer, and you know, you're
Yeah,
in a little trouble. But this is nice. This is I would say that if you're looking to impress your friends with a cheese and beer dessert, a way to end their evening is this is amazing, you know, because you don't need, everybody has to have a glass. You could pour up a little bit, cut off a chunk of cheese, and you could have a really great experience. This is one of the best dessert pairings I've had in a very, very long time.
Yeah, I was talking about the dessert earlier on, pairing this with a chocolate cake, but really, I think if anything, this pairing with this cheese works better even than that did. So I'm with you totally. This is a great way to round off a meal.
But I have to agree with you, Michael, that this is a dangerous combination. Like, I'm glad we're near the end of the day here, so I can just sit in the corner with the rest of this cheese and this beautiful barrel-aged narwhal. It's gonna make my night.
Excellent.
Yeah, I had thoughts of doing a little bit extra work now, but you know, I'm gonna just share my cheese board and not share as much of the beer, but enjoy the beer tonight.
Excellent.
This beer really is one of my personal favorites.
I can see that why it would be. This is a magnificent beer. And how long has this been out? I mean, how long have you been brewing this for a long time?
We've made it. We bottled it a few times, but it came out in this package form. It comes out in 4 packs at the beginning of 2020. So, okay. So it is pretty hard to find. We package it at 200 barrels. A barrel of beer is 31 gallons. So roughly 6,200 gallons every batch. We release it about 4 times a year. It's usually sold out before it's even packaged. But you can find it if you go to our website, sierranevada.com, use our beer finder. You can generally find it somewhere, usually in kind of exclusive beer centric liquor stores, or you know, like Total Wines and Bevmos and things like that will have it. But it's really, you got to be on it a little bit, because it as soon as it gets on the shelf, it's gone. So but it's a fabulous beer. It's something we're very proud of, and we really enjoy.
Yeah, I agree. It's a fabulous beer. It's a great way to end the pairings.
I'll be hoarding this. That one upstairs says he's not getting any of this.